Hello, welcome back to our division video. The last one went over dividing 3 by one-digit numbers, and this one is going to go over dividing 4 by one-digit numbers. We are still using the standard algorithm, and when we use the standard algorithm, we follow this acronym. So I'm going to go over that, and then we'll get started by doing a couple examples together. And then after this video on Canvas is going to be your assignment. All right, so when we do the standard algorithm for division, we start by dividing. Then we multiply, then we subtract, then we check our work and bring down the next number. So I'm going to show you what that looks like using an example. If I wanted to multiply If I wanted to divide 8,149 by 7, I start by dividing the first number. So I need to divide 8 divided by 7. So how many groups of 7 can I make out of 8? That's what I'm going to ask myself. If I count by 7s, that should give me a good idea. 7, 14. So 2 groups would be too many. So I need to go back to 1 group. So that one goes right above the 8. Next step is multiply. So I need to multiply 7 times 1. And then I subtract. 8 minus 7 gives me 1. Next, I need to check my work and bring down the next number. 7 times 1 is 7. 8 minus 7 is 1. We're good to go. I need to bring down this next one. And then we start over. We divide. 11 divided by 7. So how many groups of 7 can I make out of 11? If I count by 7s, that should tell me. 7, 14. Again, 2 is too many, so I need to go back to 1. I can make 1 whole group of 7 out of 11. So that goes right here. Next, I need to multiply. 7 times 1, which gives me 7. And then I need to subtract. 11 minus 7 gives me 4. All right, next step is check and bring down. 7 times 1 is 7. 11 minus 7 is 4. Then I need to bring down the next number, which is also a 4. Now I can start over with the divide. I need to divide 44 by 7. So how many groups of 7 can I make out of 44? 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49. So 7 groups would be too many. So I have to go back to 6 groups. 6 equal groups of 7 I can make out of 44. So that 6 goes right above here. Next, I need to multiply. 7 times 6 was 42. Next, I need to subtract. 44 minus 42, which is 2. And then I check my work and bring down. 7 times 6 is 42. 44 minus 42 is 2. I need to bring down this 9. Now I go back to the beginning and I divide. 29 divided by 7. So how many groups of 7 can I make out of 29? 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. 35 is too many, so I need to go back to 4. I can make 4 groups of 7 out of 29. So that 4 goes right above here. Next, I multiply 7 times 4, which is 28. Then I subtract 7 times 4, or I just did that step, sorry. Multiply, I had to subtract 29 minus 28, which is 1. Then I check and bring down. 7 times 4 is 28. 29 minus 28 is 1. I don't have any more numbers to bring down. So this 1 tells me that that is a remainder. So I have one number, one group, one thing that I cannot make an equal group of 7 out of. So I want to check my work. In order to do that, I'm going to multiply. I am going to multiply 1,164 times 7. Starting in the ones place, 7 times 4 gives me 28. 7 times 6 is 42, plus 2 more is 44. 7 times 1 is 7, plus 4 more is 11. 7 times 1 is 7, plus 1 more is 8. So I got 8,148. My original answer was 8,149. Remember, the remainder we need to add back in. 8 plus 1 is 9. 4 plus nothing is 4. 1 plus nothing is 1. 8 plus nothing is still 8. So there's 8,149. It matches what we started with. I'm going to show one more. And I think it might be helpful if I provide some context. So I'm going to share a little scenario to give context with the numbers that we're going to be dealing with. Still going to be dividing 4 digits by 1 digit using the standard algorithm, but I want to put labels to the numbers so it makes more practical sense. All right, let's say I had $5,331 beads, and I wanted to make necklaces for my friends. I wanted to make necklaces for 6 of my friends. How many beads per necklace am I going to use? So let me say that again. I'm going to make necklaces for my friends. I have 6 friends. Let's label this. Number of friends. I have 5,331 beads to make the necklace, or the necklaces for my friends. The answer that we're going to get is going to tell us the number of beads per necklace. Again, I hope this just provides context for the numbers that we're using. If I had 6 friends that I wanted to make necklaces for, I had this many beads. How many beads per necklace am I going to be using? So we always start in the same place. We are going to divide. So if I start with the first number, 5 divided by 6, I need to know how many groups of 6 I can make out of 5. Well, if I only had 5 beads, I cannot make a group of 6 out of just 5 beads. So I have to go to the next number to help me out. Now I'm going to divide 53 by 6. So how many groups of 6 can I make out of 53 beads? I can count by 6s to figure that out. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54. So 9 groups would be too many. So I need to go back and do 8 groups. Remember, I'm just divided 53 by 6, so that 8 needs to go above the 3, not above the 5. And we continue. Our next step is to multiply. 6 times 8 was 48. Next, I need to subtract. 53 minus 48. I know I cannot subtract 3 minus 8, so I need to borrow from the thousands place here and donate over here. Again, it's hard to do subtraction within this small area, but I just took from this tens place, the 50, and donated a 10 to the ones place. So this is now 13 minus 8, and I know that's 5. And then 4 minus 4 is 0. We don't have to write the 0. Okay, next we need to check our work and bring down. 6 times 8 is 48. 53 minus 48 is 5. Now I need to bring down the next number, which is a 3. And then we start over and divide. So I need to divide 53 by 6. We just did this. That was our very first division problem. We divided 53 by 6 because we could not do 5 divided by 6. So the work is already done for us. If we wanted to check our work, we could count by 6s again. Remember, how many groups of 6 can we make out of 53? 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54. So that was 9 groups, so I need to go back to 8. Again, just like we did up here, we made 8 groups out of the first 53. We can make 8 groups out of this 53. Next, we need to multiply. 6 times 8 was 48. And then we subtract. 53 minus 48, remember, gave us 5. Now we can check our work and bring down the next number. 6 times 8 is 48. 53 minus 48 is 5. Then I bring down the next number, which is a 1. I need to go back to the very beginning and start over with division. So 51 divided by 6. How many groups of 6 can I make out of 51? Counting by 6s. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54. So 9 groups is too many, so I have to go back to 8 groups. So the 8 goes right above here. Next, we multiply. 6 times 8 is 48. Next, we subtract 51 minus 48. So I cannot subtract 1 minus 8, so I need to borrow from the tens place. 11 minus 8 is 3. And 4 minus 4 is 0. All right, next is to check my work and bring down the next number. 6 times 8 is 48. 51 minus 48 is 3. There's not another number to bring down, so that 3 is my remainder. Now let's talk about what that remainder means in this context. Remember, I had 5,331 beads to make necklaces for my 6 friends. This answer told me the number of beads per necklace that I would need to use. So I would need to use 888 beads for each of the necklaces that I wanted to make. This remainder 3 tells me that I have 3 beads left over that I cannot make a necklace for, or necklace with. Okay, our last step is to check our work. So I need to multiply 888 by 6. So 8 times 6 is 48. The 8 stays down there. The 4 goes over here. 6 times 8 is 48, plus 4 more is 54. Six times 8 is 48, plus 5 more is 53. So I have 5,348, and I started with 5,331. Another learning experience for me because I made a mistake. What did I do wrong? 6 times 8 is 48. Six times 8 is 48. 8 goes down there. 4 goes up there. 6 times 8 is 48. Oh, 48 plus 4 more is 42. Or 52, so that should have been a 2. Whew. Okay, it's always good. Check your work. My apologies. 6 times 8 is 48. The 8 stays, the 4 goes up there. 6 times 8 is 48, plus 4 more is 52. The 2 stays and the 5 goes up there. 6 times 8 is 48, plus 5 more is 53. Okay, this looks better. 5,328. But we needed to get 5,331. Remember our remainder 3, we add that back. 8 plus 3 is 11. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus nothing is 3. 5 plus nothing is 5. So there we go. 5,331 matches what we started with. Hopefully this did not confuse you. I was just trying to give you context with what the numbers mean, what the remainder might mean. But look for your assignment on Canvas. And then the next video, we'll be going over the Big 10 strategy. So if you want to stick with the standard algorithm, you can go back and rewatch these couple videos. If you're curious as to what another strategy might be helpful, the next 2 videos will be on the Big 7 strategy. So look for those and watch for your assignment on Canvas.